23-yard line.
Shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. And the return will stop right around the 25. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And a look here at their go-to guy. And really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. When you carry a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kansas City. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Bring from the gun. Here's Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11 now. From the 50, Newton. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now after the works on him. We'll step aside and be right back. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game down on the spot? Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to someone else.
And maybe you try try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the play-action fake, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Yannick Ngakoue. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, this drive's been one to forget. They ended up going backwards on 3rd and long and ended up going to the sidelines with their tail back between their legs. And now they have to pump the ball away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get it.
As a general rule, what they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
The City Chiefs.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun. Newton. He completes this into the hands of Miller. With 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
the 36. Newton, they'll find Miller. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll run it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the red zone now, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field when they threw that one. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
At the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up third and goal. Catches left side. And he is out of bounds here. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Falcons 7.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Either not the time, but yeah.
Either.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the 37.
Operating from the gun. Newton stepping up. He's going to keep it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard.
The Falcons ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
Brings up
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence, and that's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Scotty Miller, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you,
down the numbers, there he goes! Touchdown, Falcons! John Ross, 74 yards, and the Falcons have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Newton on 1st down. And now he's going to use his can find it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. Terrific return there to finally able to crowd him down near the 11-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot, start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room.
At the 28-yard line.
A final shot before the break. Newton. They'll set up the screen now. Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
They're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
4 yards.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Newton will get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. And man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Another Falcons.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Chiefs 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Newton. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete.